I know that you have a lot to get done today because you clicked on today's video. And marathons are my favorite types of videos when you have a lot to get done. I want you to pick 3 main areas in your house to focus on. These areas may be areas that you have been avoiding for a really long time, or areas that just need the most attention. And since I'm going to be here for a while, for the next 3 hours, then we can focus on them together. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and trust me, we'll get to know each other a lot in the time that you'll be spending here with me. I'm a mom of 3, and I struggle daily to keep my home clean and organized. And I didn't realize how much you all and I had in common until I started showing my messy home on the internet. And I'm here because we all have struggles, whether they're cleaning struggles, organizing struggles, parenting struggles, or self-doubt struggles. Then I'm here to hopefully help you through all of them. Because trust me, I'm living through them too. And in every one of these 6 videos that are all compiled into this one long video, you will get some type of encouragement. Now, having your whole house cleaned just feels amazing, but in my home with a bunch of kids running around and work-life balance, I mean, it lasts 5 minutes? So in today's video, it is a whole bunch of whole house cleaning over the last several months. The key for me is to take it one day at a time. But have you picked out your 3 areas yet? Because we are seriously about to get started. And if you stick around for a while and you enjoyed this video, then be sure to click that subscribe button. Basically, what that does when you subscribe is just letting me know that I'm creating the right type of content that y'all want to see. And secondly, my videos will just pop up on your feeds more and your subscription feed. So that way, whenever I post a new video, then you'll see it and know about it. But let's not waste any more time and get started.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things. And you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another. Talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about.
Have you ever said you're not going to do something, then you went ahead and did it anyway, but then you feel so much better after you were done? I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not like deep cleaning. After I had the baby about 8 weeks ago, I said I was going to hire someone to come and do all of the deep cleaning for me. That ended up never happening. So I found a small burst of energy and got started one day and completely deep cleaned the whole house. So just like you are probably so busy in your life, I am too, and I don't have several hours to go through and scrub this house from top to bottom. So my strategy was to break each room down into one day. Over the course of a week, I finally completed just about every single room, and this video is broken up into 2 videos because it honestly took that long. So in today's video, the areas that we're focusing on are the living room, the couch, the kitchen cabinets, the upstairs playroom, as you can see here, and the girls' bedroom. And in part 2, we'll focus on the bathrooms, the bedroom, and the laundry room. I'll talk about some tips to get motivated when you're not feeling so motivated. So just grab a cup of coffee or 2 with me and let's get started.
Spinning like a broken record. For a player, you don't know that many major chords. We hang out and then you get bored, and you leave me here like I'm your landlord. You come back and say I'm window. Did you?
So I've always said to start with the easiest area first, because once you get started with that typically gives you the momentum to move on to the next space. But sometimes I do recommend starting with a harder area, or in this case, the couch cushions, because they are going to take the longest to wash and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get those going. And then before I even pick up anything, I am going to head straight to the couch. Now, that is not wine, by the way. That is popsicle from one of my kids. So I was just hoping and praying that this stain remover stuff, it's called the stain treater. And I'll just go ahead and cut to the chase. It did get all the stains out, thankfully. Speaking of stains, I also had a coffee stain on my shirt that I didn't even realize until I'm looking back on this video.
Sure know how to set a girl on fire. I'm not calling you a liar. Honestly, I'm just so tired. I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry. I got better things to do.
All right, so the couch isn't that bad. It could definitely be worse, so we'll just go with it. As far as cleaning goes, vacuuming is probably my favorite thing about cleaning, and it's even more exciting because I got the new Tenco Pure One S15 Pet Vacuum. It has a freestand charging base, so you don't have to nail anything to the wall, and it also has multiple attachments like the 2-in-1 dusting brush, the mini power brush, and the crevice tool. This way you can use it in many ways, and I am going to start off by using it on the sofa. So just by one click, you can add the attachment and then start vacuuming. So once I'm done vacuuming up the couch, then I'll show you guys how I use it on the floor. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I am a big Tenco fan. I have several of their products and have been using their products consistently over the last 2 years. This S15 model also has a smart eye loop, so once you see it start to turn red, then that means that there is debris detected, so the suction will pick up to clear that debris, and then once the whole loop turns blue, that means that that section is cleaned. Here I'm going to turn it into high power mode, and it also has a long-lasting suction power. It powerfully separates air and dust to avoid pre-filler clogging or suction loss. So it makes sure that you get a strong and fade-free suction power for a long time. So we have a black lab, and she tends to shed a lot. So as you can see here, she has black hair all over the light couch. So it is important for us to get a high quality vacuum that has awesome suction power. I am going to finish vacuuming up the couch and using this vacuum throughout the video, but I wanted to quickly touch upon that it also has a new brush design. So the V-shaped bristles and dual combo design means that the hair gets lifted and vacuumed without tangling around the roller brush. It's simple, effective, and clever. It's also super easy to clean up. So with just one touch trigger dustpan clean, the debris and hair go directly into the dustpan without touching. So you're not trying to go in and pull all of the hair out. So I'm going to go back over to vacuuming the couch and also use some of the other attachments. But be sure to click the link down in my description box so that you can get the Tenco Pure One S15 Pet Vacuum.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you.
Here I switched the attachments, and I am using the crevice tool to get into the deep corners of the couch. I'm not going to move the couch around and clean underneath the couch until probably Christmas, when we move the couch back in order to set up our Christmas tree. But here is what I mean about like the dog hair, because our dog lays against the couch. So I could vacuum this couch every single day and there would still be dog hair on it. But she's such a good dog that it doesn't matter. But if you are an animal person, leave me a comment and let me know, do you prefer dogs, cats, or both? Or do you have any type of like non-traditional pet? I'm sure we would all be interested to know what you have.
They always bring all the lonely, but with you here, nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who.
Next, I'm going to pick up everything that was under the coffee table, which is a lot of toothpicks. I think Sailor got into one of our drawers with like our bag of toothpicks and had them all over the coffee table, and I'm sure that's probably where they all came from. So I'm using the Tinco, the floor device, and just kind of putting it in high power mode. So I'm going to vacuum up the rug, and like I mentioned, you can see the eye loop ring where it detects when it's picking up some type of debris.
Not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here, nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you, not afraid to love not afraid to love. I'm gonna go where my heart is. From now on, I'm being honest. I'm gonna show that I got this love. 'Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you.
Next, I'm going to be moving on to cleaning up the kitchen. And I saw this technique from Clutterbug, so if you don't follow her, then you probably should. She gives some awesome decluttering and organizing tips. But one thing she suggests is to always clear off all of your flat surfaces first. So any of your countertops, take everything back where it needs to go, and then work on the next step, like the dishes. So say, for example, I cleaned off all of the countertops, and I won't go and do the dishes until I've completed that task. I realized that in my cleaning routine, I kind of already did that, like work on all of the surfaces first, but kind of after watching her strategy, then now I'm definitely more conscious about doing it, and it really helps you not get distracted by all of the other, things that need to get done.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all.
So I do these cleaning motivation videos, as you know, but what does cleaning motivation really mean for me? Well, for me, cleaning has always been a struggle. I know that it's not that way for everyone. Sometimes I feel like it's either a struggle for you to get up and get started, or you absolutely love it, enjoy it, and, love the clean feeling afterwards. But sometimes we know what the feeling afterwards feels like, and it's awesome, but it still doesn't motivate us enough to get started. So I like to think of cleaning as an organizing, like not a one size fits all. Just like with dieting and exercising, right? Like some people prefer keto, some people prefer Weight Watchers. You can both, options, you can lose weight on it, but some things just don't work for some people. And others do. And I know that like some people come on here and want a absolute solution, but I think that the solution is in you testing different ways and finding the way that you will stick to. Like if it doesn't make sense for you to have 20 bins in your pantry to organize it, then don't do it that way. But I think one of the issues is that people don't even get far enough to try something different. But if everything works great for you, then there's really no need to. But I'm talking about the people who are struggling to try to start in one area. So next, maybe you figured out there's a problem and you do want to change something. You do want to declutter that closet. You do want to better organize your pantry, but you just are overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Or even getting started just deep cleaning your house like I am. This was a common struggle and common feedback I received is that, feelings of overwhelm and not knowing where to start. So before I would, in some scenarios, say start with the smallest task first, like when you're trying to clean something. But I also heard some good advice about not starting with the easiest tasks first, because what happens when you do that is that you only do the easiest task, and then the hard task never gets done because you run out of time. So let's say, for example, you're starting to deep clean your home and you start with the dishes because you know that's an easy no-brainer, and then you do the laundry because that's another easy no-brainer, and then you check your phone, you check your email, you do this and that, and then all these easy tasks get done, but none of your hard tasks even get started. So of course you're not going to go in and start, the massive declutter when you have dishes in the sink, because you're starting with the dishes, and then, the hard tasks never get done. So in some cases, I would suggest start with the hardest task first, because the easiest task can get done later. Next, break your hard task into smaller sections. This makes it look less overwhelming. And don't try and get it done all in one day, because you will set yourself up for failure. And then be discouraged in yourself when you try and start again. So even when I'm doing something as simple as deep cleaning my home, I know that I'm not going to do it all in one day. I'm going to do one area a day and hope that I can, finish that one area in the amount of time that I have. That way I'm not burnt out. And lastly, try to pair that daunting task with something enjoyable. You probably already do this and don't know this, like cleaning your house and listening to music, or cleaning your house and listening to a podcast or a YouTube video. Also, if you're waiting for this motivational cloud to just start raining on you, then it's likely not going to happen. So try and use Mel Robbins' strategy. Take the emotion out of it. Count down from 5. Don't give yourself time to hesitate and make excuses. Just go. Just start doing it. So I've been chatting a lot, but I want to challenge you and say, what is the one thing on your priority list that is challenging for you, but you need to get done before you go to bed tonight? If you can do that right now, then do it.
Another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for sure. Every line designed to let me know. You know you're already accepted. To me you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Say that you are.
Alright, so I'm using this, it's called Therapy Clean stainless steel cleaner. I got it off of Amazon and I really like it because it doesn't leave any streaks or anything like that on the stainless steel. But this reminded me of kind of a funny story. So we have a Samsung refrigerator, and I know like 3 or 4 people with Samsung refrigerators where their ice maker went out. So our ice maker went out I mean, it used to go in and out all the time where it would stop making ice, but then it probably hasn't worked in over a year. So we've been using like the little cube trays, and they are just like a pain to use and fill up and whatever. So I ended up ordering one of the counter nugget ice makers off of Amazon. I tried to research and find a really good ice maker that was easy to use. And finally, after a year, I bought one, and we got it and we loved it. And that's one of the reasons why I did like a recent kitchen reorganization video, because so that we could make room to put that counter nugget ice maker over there. So anyway, we unplug like the water so we can connect the water to it so that it would make ice automatically, and absolutely loved it. And then I want to say like 25 days in, it stopped working. And I'm like, why do we have this? Like, are we cursed with ice makers? But anyway, it stopped working. It just kept saying like it needed to add water. Even with the water full, with the water line hooked up to it, I don't know. Chris tried everything, and it stopped making ice. But then all of a sudden, our refrigerator ice maker started making ice again. So we were just like, okay, well, good thing we have a little bit of ice for now, so we don't have to go back to those cube trays. Well, like I want to say about a week later, that ice maker stopped working again. So luckily they refund, it was under warranty. So they refunded me my money back for the ice maker, but now I don't know whether to get the same ice maker because, we did really like it. Maybe it was just the one we got was bad, or if this is going to be an ongoing issue. So that's my dilemma. What would you guys do? Would you just buy a new ice maker, or would you buy the same one? Or if you have a nugget ice maker and you like it, let me know which one you have. But next, I'm cleaning off the top of these lights, which tend to get pretty dusty. I do have a duster and I cannot find it. So I'm just using an e-cloth, and with the e-cloths, you just wet them, and then it's supposed to kill 99% of the germs, but I just really need it to get all of the dust off.
Kiss still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher.
Putting the cushion covers back on the couch cushions is a workout in itself, and this cushion is totally broken. It's taped back together. We just put the cushion cover over it, but I am happy to say that all of the stains are off of the couch, which is such a relief.
Live and cry to appreciate life and what you give. It's worth it when you're holding me, when you hold me so close. I'm bothering under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. You're the reason. You're the reason. Let me tell you what
Okay, so I know that the couches are already clean, so there's really no sense in vacuuming them, but there's just something about having, the vacuum lines on them that puts the cherry on top to prove that it's clean.
Now I wanna embrace life. You and I side by side. Knowing there is more in life.
almost done for the day. I'm just going to complete the downstairs main area using my Tinco wet vac. So, you know, floors are typically the last thing you clean, right? Like you start from the counters, get everything done and cleaned, and then finally you just clean what's left on the floor. So, but the problem is because it's the last thing you clean, or at least for me, I question, I'm like, you know, do I really need to mop? Can I just like put my robot vacuum on and just be done with it? But as much as I love robot vacuums, sometimes when I'm home, they tend to be loud. So I will mainly turn them on like when we're away. And then use this when I'm completing the cleaning cycle.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending I'm born like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care. I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care. I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care. I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
So the next day or so, my only focus for this day was to get the upstairs cleaned. We recently redid the girls' bedroom and added bunk beds and had them share this room about 2 months ago, right before we had Rye, my newborn. Well, he just turned 2 months. So I had not been upstairs to really focus on cleaning this space in a few months now. So, right, with 2 toddlers and a newborn, I mean, it just wasn't the top of my priorities. And I know it never fails. I always get the comment by at least one person, my kids should be picking up their own spaces. And I just want to say that they do, but I have a 3 and 4-year-old. So in a perfect world, they would put everything back exactly where I organized it. They would vacuum for me. They would pick up all their toys. They would only play with one toy at a time. Put the Play-Doh back, you know, make their own beds. Yes, I would love for my 3 and 4-year-old to be perfect, but they're not. I just show real life, and this is a part of it. I don't follow them around and make sure that they picked up every single little toy that they dropped. I mean, and their interpretation of clean is different from mine, but if you do it differently, that's amazing. This is just, you know, the way that I do it. But at least once a month I come up here and get everything picked up and cleaned accordingly. I'm going to start by washing all the sheets, getting all the stuffed animals picked up, and then moving on to the playroom, picking up that space, and then vacuuming everything.
Sorry, I don't compromise. Mad woman. Keep calling me a mad woman. Boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. To keep it nice and clean, not freak out and cause a scene. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Not sure who I really am, just be cute and super bland. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Been playing it down.
So in the next couple of weeks, I plan to declutter this space a little bit more, rearrange the playroom, get rid of a lot of extra stuff, and try to slowly minimize as best I can. But they have like a book exchange at the girls' school, so I am trying to pick out some books that I'm going to donate to the school and start already starting the process. But I will say decluttering videos are something that was requested, but those are the hardest for me to physically do and also make. I will just open up and be honest and say that yes, I do get insecure about my space. I never did before until I started posting videos, and then I would get negative feedback and it would make me question how much I would even show. But you know, there are videos where people are already professionals and their spaces are nice and perfect, and they'll show you how to, you know, keep that space that way, but they never showed you the beginning process. So, you know, what I've come to realize is that mine is just real life. Like, I'm showing you that I struggle, that I haven't kept up with clutter. You know, it's never been a huge priority for me because I, you know, work full time. I have toddlers. We are very busy people, and that just isn't like my first priority, right? I understand the benefits of it, but it also is a lot of work to upkeep. So after doing it, I obviously do not regret it. It does feel great to declutter my spaces. But what I can tell is that people want me to go from like 100 to 0 within one video. And after doing lots of decluttering, you know, that I don't think that's realistic for everyone, right? If you have a lot of stuff and, you know, you have different struggles of the way you hold on to stuff, the sentimental stuff, the stuff you spent a lot of money on, you know, it's not just you can go from, you know, 100 to 0 in a day, right? I think that it's a gradual process. And although it looks nicer on video when you have all this stuff and it's just all cleared out, I think that it's a process. I think that once you clean up a little bit, you start seeing, oh yeah, it is beneficial. It is nice not having all of this stuff. And most of the time you don't even remember or think about it. Then you go back and you clear out a little bit more. That's more realistic for me, and I think most people, than to just like go in and say, you didn't declutter enough. You didn't get rid of enough stuff. You didn't do all this stuff. And it's like, well, I'm a real person and I'm being as realistic as possible with the process. But even after you start decluttering, then it has to become a lifestyle change. Because it's not only about you, it's about everyone else living in your house. Then you have to think about the way that you buy things differently. You have to think about the way that you store your stuff differently. And maybe for some people, this is very easy, but for some people, it's not. So once I started my decluttering process in several different rooms, I definitely see the benefit. I don't want to go back to the way it was before. So, you know, trying to maintain the space is the next step, and also getting like Chris, my husband, on board with also getting rid of stuff and stop holding on to stuff, stop taking free stuff. Like, just for example, we go somewhere and they give you a free cup and he's like, oh, we need to take 3 of them. I'm like, no, we don't need 3 free cups. I don't care if they're free. We do not need them. So it's also a mindset shift, right? So I feel like the decluttering process is, you know, a big step, but it's definitely doable. And I'm just, you know, in the process of, you know, bettering myself with each and every step of the process. But yeah, if you're already well onto your journey and you are way ahead of the game, then congratulations to you. I know that you are definitely seeing a lot of the benefits, but just hang in there for some of us who are, you know, doing it slow and steady.
Aren't you tired of the drama? You use your words like they are knives. I don't need that type of drama and trying to be tough all the damn time. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong. I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. at me so cold? Get over yourself, are you for real? Why are you looking at me so cold? One's love is now we're enemies. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong, I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm bulletproof, I won't fall. I'm bulletproof, go on, shoot me down. I will always get up again.
But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you got some type of inspiration or motivation from it. But I do want to say that it is to be continued. Stay tuned next week for part 2 of my deep clean, and make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. So are you here for the motivation or the entertainment, or maybe a little bit of both? The other night I was sitting with my daughter Sailor watching YouTube videos of people drawing and coloring unicorns and fish, and for some reason I was oddly intrigued by that. So I think there is something oddly satisfying about watching dirty spaces get cleaned. So this is part 2 of my whole house deep clean series, and today we are focusing on the primary bathroom, the laundry room, the guest bathroom, and our primary bedroom. If you missed part 1, I will link it up here in the top right corner, and you can check that one out now. And I did want to thank Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video, which Rocket Money is a tool to really help you improve your financial health, and it can help you cancel unwanted subscriptions, lower your bills, set up budgets, and, review all of your finances all in one place. I'll talk more about Rocket Money later in this video and how Rocket Money has personally helped me so far. But let's get started in this filthy bathroom. I'm using the Kaboom OxiClean. If you have been watching me for a while, I said that I typically use 80% more of the all natural products and then 20% just free for all. And recently this bathroom is terrible. I had just had a baby. He is a little over 2 months old, and I said that during the time I was pregnant I couldn't really get down and scrub the bathroom really well, so I was going to hire someone, and then I just never got around to finding someone to come out on a specific day. So I finally just decided that I'm going to deep clean the entire house, and the bathroom is the worst and needs it the most. But a subscriber recommended this Kaboom to me, and what you do is you spray it on the area in the bathroom, and then once it turns from blue to white, that means that it's ready to clean. I'm using this handheld electronic scrubber that I got from Amazon, and it has different attachments, so depending on what you're cleaning, you can change the attachment to kind of meet that need. It works great, but I still feel like I'm kind of on my hands and knees scrubbing, even though it's doing a lot of the scrubbing for me. But I usually first start off in the corners and then work my way to the rest of the floors and then also the walls. So I do admit that the bathrooms are my least favorite spot to clean, especially the shower. So this gets abandoned probably the most. So we've been in this house for over 7 years. So a lot of this grout is just stained permanently. I've tried a lot of different cleaners on it, and I've just come to the conclusion that it is stained, and the best thing I can do is just try and clean it as best I can. Over the last year, we've talked a lot about ripping this entire shower out. Whenever we built the house, if you've ever built a house, then typically or at least we worked on a budget to pay for a lot of the upgrades, because some stuff is standard and then some stuff you can pay additional cost to upgrade. And when we got to our shower, I don't know why we didn't, but we did not put in the money to do a lot of upgrading. So a lot of this tile is pretty standard, and we now want to do an upgrade. At first we didn't know how much longer we would be in this house and if it would be worth it, but now we've decided that we want to rip out the whole shower and then all of the tile in the bathroom, and also it leads to the closet, which we have carpet in our closet. So we're going to rip all of that out, have somebody come and lay out all the new tile, and then eventually get a new closet system. So we went and looked at tiles, and I did find some tile that I liked, but we are in the process of getting quotes. So Chris can do a lot of this, but he is extremely busy with his work. So we are kind of going back and forth on getting some quotes or seeing if it's something that we are going to be able to do ourselves. So that is a goal and a project on our list. So here we never take this lid off of the drain, and this is probably one of my first times doing that and cleaning it. Chris thought that the drain was a little bit clogged up, so he had stuck something in there he had taken that undrilled, I don't know what that's called, not the lid, whatever that is, right? The metal piece off of the top of the drain to stick some stuff down there to unclog it really well. And then that's when I had the opportunity to come in and get it really cleaned up.
I'm here in a bed without your love. I am out of place, and without you, I am just a trace. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. I wanna be with you always, always, 'cause that is what my heart says. Sparkle in your, I wanna be with you always, always, 'cause that is what my heart says.
So once I get this finished cleaning up, then my next goal is going to be working on cleaning and scrubbing the rest of the bathroom. So I typically don't like talking about things that I'm not good at, but I do like talking about things that have helped me with things that I'm not good at. One area that I could use some more improvement on is budgeting and finance. After graduating college and having $10,000 in student loan debt, and then moving into this house about 7 years ago, I racked up about $10,000 on a credit card buying new things for the home. I really struggled to get my debt down. We did end up taking one of Dave Ramsey's classes and helping with the process of, paying off debt and importance of money. But I wish that I had actual tools where I could see what I was spending my money on, what subscriptions I had, how much money I was potentially wasting, and things that I am subscribed to but don't use. Just more tools available to really help make budgeting and paying off debt a lot easier. So since then, as you guys know, Chris has quit his corporate job. So budgeting right now is really important for us. We lost an entire income to risk having him start his own company and pursue that, which we are so excited for. But with that does come some challenges.
Stuck in the middle of coming inside and walking out. Just stay for a little. You say as you close the door behind me, look in the mirror, hearing you whisper in my ear, say, are you a sinner or a beginner? Yeah.
did a laundry room makeover and organization, I want to say earlier this year, but since then, once that project was complete, I had been avoiding doing a lot of deep cleaning in here. That includes the washing machine. I do notice when I run a self-clean option, it helps get out a lot of whatever gets stuck into the rubber part of the inside of the washing machine, but the deep clean option takes almost like 4 hours. Do y'all's take that long? Or leave me a comment down below and let me know if it's typically a really, really long cycle. I could be better about just starting it at night, but we have clothes in and out all the time. So I guess I don't really have an excuse of why I don't run it more often, but I am going to run it today. But in the meantime, I'm just going to get as much as I can out of the rubber part and also parts of the inside. As you can see, just pile up and get super dirty.
White scars, wild nights, bad bars, burning me out, you're burning me out. Yeah, you're burning me out.
So the hose is supposed to be cleaned out, I want to say monthly, and sometimes I just overlook that area as well. Sometimes it will start stinking a little bit. I have to make sure that I leave the front loader washer open. Sometimes it's not bad all the time, but sometimes it does get bad. And then here, obviously all the dirty water from the hose that I haven't cleaned out in, I want to say, several months. And if you could smell the water right now, I'm just going to say it stinks really bad. Last time I cleaned this, I cleaned the filter out before the water hose and water spilled everywhere. So this time I learned my lesson. But here is the dirty filter. I know exactly what that is in there. So at first I was like, what is this? But I typically use color catcher washer sheets. And I think what happened is one of those color catcher sheets got stuck in the filter and it was kind of clogging it. So the purpose of the color catcher sheets are that you put in the washing machine are so that if you are washing, like, let's say dark colors and light colors together, then they don't bleed onto the lighter clothes. I don't use them in every single load, but I do use them often.
Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Can play my
This Afresh washing machine cleaner tablet was recommended by all of you guys. So last time I washed it, I asked you guys tips or what was your favorite washing machine cleaner, and this was hands down the highest recommendation. So I'm going to go ahead and open up one of those tabs, put it directly into the washing machine, and then run the self-clean cycle.
crime to get a little lost in everybody's business. Why don't we all calm down?
Next, after taking out all of the laundry baskets, then I'm going to clean the areas behind them. So we put up this chair railing and then also painted it, like I said earlier this year. And I noticed that it is just a huge collection of dust and hair. So, you know, I'm going to come in and try and clean it as best I can. Sometimes you don't think about that stuff whenever you're doing a makeover or a remodel, but I still wouldn't change it because I do love the way it turned out.
Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Can play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. the front porch sipping on the rocks, citrusing our beverages.
One thing that you probably can't see that piles up in here is sand. So, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we also redid our backyard and we added this giant sandbox for the girls to play in. And typically they will play in the sand for a long time, and then it will get all over their clothes. I'll have them bring their clothes in here, and then sand just gets in here everywhere. But I'm glad to get this all finally done. And next, I'll move on to our bedroom. One thing that bugs me so much is this dog hair on the very bottom of our comforter, because our dog just slides up against it and rubs her body all along the comforter. And because it's white and we have a black lab, it just looks horrible. So I'm constantly washing the comforter. I don't always show it, but because I do it very sporadically. So today I'm going to plan on washing all of the sheets, the comforter, and everything, vacuum up the bed, and get some of the window sills done, and then vacuum up the space.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So I'm still not sleeping through the night. Rye is only 2 months old, so he's doing some longer stretches, but he's not fully sleeping through the night. And I debated whether to tell this story, because whenever I tell bug stories, some people are like, ew, stop talking about it. And I know it's gross, but I do have another story. So I woke up, since I'm not sleeping all the way through the night, every time I wake up to feed Rye, I turn the TV on, and the TV has light to it or whatever, and sometimes it attracts bugs, and I turn the TV on and I start feeding Rye, and it's probably like 2:00 in the morning, and I look up and I see something crawling on the wall near the TV, and I flipped out. I woke Chris up, and I'm like, Chris, oh my God, there is a cockroach crawling on the wall by the TV. Wake up right now, and you have to get it. He's like, oh my gosh, you scared me. I'm like, yes, this is an emergency. I'm scared right now. So anyway, he got up at 2 in the morning and got it for me so that I could sleep peacefully. I mean, we don't have a lot of bugs, but it's very random that one will come. So when it does, I absolutely do not like it. But hopefully with the colder weather, it will not bring in a lot of those kinds of bugs.
I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone.
I really had high hopes that I would have a new closet organizing system by now. If you don't remember from a while back, I wanted to purchase one from IKEA, put it together, but all of the pieces were back ordered, and that would eventually allow me to get rid of this dresser, and I was going to put like a nice cozy, one of those fake, fireplace kind of setups here. That's still a goal of mine, but it will be a longer process. But one other area that's a pain point for me is my little makeup stand. I do my hair and makeup here, and then the girls will also have their hair ties and stuff, and I'll do their hair in the morning, every morning downstairs here. And this little organizing tray that I once bought to organize all of the hair ties and hair bows and everything and brushes, it wasn't working. So I saw something on Amazon, this little tray thing And I decided that that would help me better organize the types of bows and clips and hair ties that we can use so that it's not just all crammed into that one box. So that's just what I'm doing here, is reorganizing all of that. And it is working 100 times better than what I had before.
Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, take you off, I came in way too strong, cannot keep it low key, got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto, your taste, is really a bad reception out there, where you heading, why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me, I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now, I've lost you.
One pain about having duvet covers is that it is a pain to get the comforter inside. There is a tip from, if you don't follow her on Instagram, her channel, her Instagram name is My Texas House, and she does like all different types of home decor. She's really, really popular. But she had a method of a way to insert a duvet cover. I did not use that way this time around. Maybe next time I'll do it again. I've done it a couple different ways. But basically you turn the duvet cover inside out, you lay the comforter on top of it, you roll it, and then you like unfluff it. So that was one way. Here I just do it the old-fashioned way. I take a corner and match it to the other corner, tie it together, and then on the other side I take the other corner, tie it to the other corner. So I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, but that's just one of the ways that I do it. If anyone has any other magic tricks to putting your duvet cover on, then feel free to share it with everyone down below in the description. And then even I can try it out.
Is it really a bad reception out there? Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? Yeah, I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, yeah, I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I've lost you, I've lost you, I keep on looking for you. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart.
The last area that I'm going to tackle is the guest bathroom. And do any of you guys remember this little gadget, the dreaded black light? And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I dare you to experiment with the black light. It basically detects urine, scorpions, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. And I initially bought it not knowing what to expect. and I tested it out in some areas, and trust me, you do not want to know what you will find, especially in your bathrooms, whenever you buy this light. I have to admit, the first time I used this, I was pretty mortified, but now I'm just know what to expect. So this is our guest bathroom. I mean, we have 2 toddlers, and guests come over. We have more kids come over, and you can't be perfect, at your aim, right? So now it's time to clean it up. And none of this you can see with a visible eye. This is all only visible through this black light. So I will just use some disinfectant and try and get some of those really dirty areas. What I have noticed is that some areas are stained, and I don't think that everything that lights up is necessarily urine. But in most cases, like these areas probably are. Another place where I will use the black light is to detect pet urine. So sometimes our dog will go upstairs, especially if we're gone for a long period of time during the day. You can detect like where there might be a spot where there might be some pet urine. So in those cases, I'll do a really good shampooing. But for right now, I'm going to try and disinfect this area as good as possible.
Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
So once I've cleaned and disinfected everything, then I'll go back through the light and then see how good I get it. Like I said, some spots I can sit there and scrub, and I've tried before off camera, and I just realized that it's just stained on there. But I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up the rest of this bathroom.
And you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, cleaning with me. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and join this awesome community. And I will see all of y'all in my video next week. So New Year's is coming up in just a couple of weeks, and I want you to kind of take a step back and look at if you accomplish all the goals that you set yourself out to accomplish. I know it's a bit early and we're still in the holiday mix, but this will just get you thinking for what's to come. So I did this and I took a step back. I audited my days, my weeks, the year, what I accomplished, what I did not accomplish, my routines, what is working for me, what is not working for me, and I'll share all of that a little later on in this video. After cleaning up this space through the mix of this mess, I decided that I'm going to make some changes for next year. But for now, in today's video, after an entire month of decorating and decluttering, I finally need to clean up the house a bit. So today I'm going to take care of some of the common areas, which just include like the kitchen and living room, but I also have loads of laundry in the upstairs. I have not been up here, y'all, in probably 6 weeks to help clean up. But for now, you can either get up or sit back. Let's get started in the kitchen because we have a long way to go.
My heart is made of stone. I know it's not my fault. It's just the way it is, love. My childhood was a bore. My feelings got ignored. Now I get back to now, love. Got me feeling like I stepped on Legos, dressing on my way to work.
Welcome back, y'all who stick with me throughout the year. And if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 3 kids, 5 and under. I'm juggling a lot of different things at the moment, but I'll get into that later. But mostly here on my channel, I provide cleaning motivation, organization, decor, and sometimes some home makeover projects. I'm stepping into more of a homemaking role, especially after having kids. I mean, there's no rule book or playbook on not only how to take care of your kids, but how to manage your house after they come. So I'm definitely learning, navigating, adjusting, and enjoying the ride here with you guys as I go. A lot of times we get into our heads about things, and I like to provide a little bit of inspiration here on my channel and my videos to help you accomplish the things that you hope to accomplish. So I'd love for you to join my community by clicking that subscribe button. Okay, thoughts on cast iron pans. Do you love them or do you hate them? I personally do not like them because I don't like cleaning them. So Chris, my husband, likes to cook on these, but apparently I don't cook on them, so I don't know a lot about them, but apparently you cannot put them in the washing machine, or not the washing machine, the dishwasher. Hello. Okay. So I don't like to sit there and clean them. So according to him, I have to put olive oil on it, heat it up, scrub it down, but try not to use any soap or anything that can clean it easily. So in my opinion, they're kind of a headache to clean, so I'll avoid using it because I don't want to clean it up. But it's his go-to pan, and you know, he's very particular about it. So thoughts on that? Do you guys love them or hate them? Is the cleaning worth it to you? Is it not? Is that even how you clean it? I mean, I'm just taking his word for it, but leave me a comment below. Let me know.
He knows how to turn things up. And he knows what gets me going. Yeah, like a little text saying, hey, what's up? They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation.
Are you guys getting motivation to do your dishes right now? Or are you watching Savannah bring me the whipped cream so that I can put some in her mouth? I put whipped cream in my coffee every morning. So every time she sees me, she asks for a little bit of whipped cream. So we've kind of started that habit and she loves it. But I'm cleaning off this pan with the kitchen e-cloths. These kitchen e-cloths are probably my favorite. I bought that sponge with the face on it that everybody has, and I just don't love it as much as I love these e-cloths. Chris smoked a turkey in this pan, so that's everything that I'm getting off there. Also, if you notice that I'm in the same outfit as I was in last week's video when we decluttered the attic and the garage, it's because this was on the same day. I started off hoping to get the whole house cleaned, and then after I cleaned up the kitchen, we went outside and then I started the whole garage product. So this day was very productive, but it was a very tiring day as well.
To be good all the time. I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, yeah, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, yeah. He's got a bad history, but what about it? Yeah, he's got a bad history, but I want him anyway. So look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation, but what about it? Why do I need to be good all the time?
Here I'm just going through the diaper bag, pulling out dirty clothes, or it just depends on what we did the night before. Sometimes if we are going to stay out a little bit later at a friend's house or something, we bring pajamas for the kids. So I'll have dirty clothes in there or just change of clothes for Rye, who is 4 months old. But to say I'm behind on laundry is an understatement, but we'll talk about that later. Next, we'll just talk about the underneath the trash bins. If you can't tell, I don't always clean this all of the time. So today we took out the trash bins. Chris went and rinsed them off outside, and then we are just cleaning underneath here. So are you guys done with most of your Christmas shopping, or do you still have a few things to buy? I know that I do still have a couple more things to buy, but for the most part, I like to get all of my shopping done and over with, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, kind of beginning of December-ish. So that way I don't have to worry about anything last minute or anything not getting ordered and coming in on time. Usually the things that I'm last minute with are the people that I just do not know what to get them. I like to think of thoughtful gifts, but I never know always the right gifts to buy. So then I tend to wait last minute just on those. So real quick, I get asked a lot about what this vacuum is, and this is a cordless vacuum, and I'm just using the handheld attachment on it. It's the Tenco Pure One S15 Pet Vacuum. And I do love it a lot. But this year for the kids, I'm trying to do more decluttering. And for me, it's more of like a step-by-step process instead of like one mass declutter. I feel like that's easy to do if you're moving. I know that every time that we've moved, because I moved a lot when I was younger, then it was easy to go through things. But we have been in this house 7 years, probably the longest I've ever lived in a house in my entire life. And probably the most accumulation of things that I've also had in my life. But I mean, I also have 3 kids and a dog now. Now, I don't think I could ever be a true minimalist, but I understand the concept, and I'm trying to start not having so much. So with that, Christmas presents were a little bit hard, trying to think about what I can get the kids who are 5, 3, and 4 months without having to get a bunch of toys. Oh, and real quick, here's the same Tenco vacuum. It's just with the longer cordless attachment. But I still wanted the girls to have physical gifts to open. Like, I still wanted it to feel like Christmas, but it not be like all toys. I asked over my Instagram. I got a few suggestions I'll share just in case you were wondering. But like I mentioned earlier, I am way overdue on laundry. So I'm going to try and get through as much laundry as I can right now. And I have a little helper watching over me. So while I do this, and I did want to show you guys how I fold my towels. I saw this like TikTok video one time, and I started rolling them. But in order to like keep them together and so that they will stay in your cabinet, you kind of fold over to one side and then fold that. And that makes almost the perfect size towel, I feel like, that will fit in a cabinet, opposed to trying to fold it in threes and roll it. I've done it both ways, but again, this way I feel like works the best. You can tuck in the little tail at the end there, and then it stays rolled up and doesn't come undone. So this towel's going in a guest bathroom, so I did fold it in 3 ways because that's going elsewhere. But here's what I mean. Just kind of grab the corner, fold it almost like a triangle, fold it in half, and then, you get what I mean. So it is helpful if you like to roll your towels. But what I was saying about the gifts is that I asked you guys over on my Instagram for some suggestions, and I got a lot of suggestions about like the KiwiCo boxes, the sensory boxes, the Lovery, the subscription type things, which I like the idea, but I wanted them to open something right then, opposed to saying like you're going to get all this stuff in the mail eventually, because I don't know if they fully will understand that concept, but I think that is still a really good idea. Also like zoo and museum memberships, any type of membership, lots of activity type stuff to do, vacations, gift them a trip to Disney World. I know I'm trying to convince Chris, right? Maybe next year. But so this year I found a couple of sensory things on Amazon that were easy, that they could open and enjoy and it not be upstairs. Like we have 50 million Barbies, I feel like, and Sailor keeps asking for more Barbies and I'm like, no. So I got them, so they really enjoy bath bombs. So I got them a few bath bombs, which are great because, you know, once you use it, it's done. Like it's not going to stay in your house. And then I also got them like a bath bomb making kit. I also got them a soap kit. So once, you know, it's also a way for us to do activities together. And then, you know, once they make their bath bomb or their soap, they use it up and it's done. It's not something that I need to organize and store somewhere. Another idea that I found was it is almost like a garden, like a Miracle-Gro garden, where they're able to plant 3 or 4 vegetables in it and they can watch it grow with the roots. It's like, it looks super cool. I know they'll be excited about that. Savannah got something for her birthday last year that we're going to do this spring. It's where you like get caterpillars and then they turn into a butterfly. So this spring is when we'll actually open up that kit and do that. I also went to this Christmas market and got this custom piggy banks made, because I really want to teach them the concept of money, giving money, receiving money, saving money. So I'm going to share all these pictures up here and it is so cool. I'm going to link all the information down below, but these were just a few ideas that I came up with that is something not only can we use it and spend more time together, but it's not something that I need to organize and store away later, and it is a physical object that they get to open. And then for stockings, I just did the basics, new socks, underwear, slippers, some things that they need. But hopefully those were just some ideas for your kids or toddlers if you needed them. So now let's talk New Year's and goals a little bit early. There are a lot of goals for 2022 that I did accomplish, but there are more goals that I did not accomplish. When kind of stepping back and reevaluating my goals and some of the reasons or obstacles that got in the way as to why I didn't accomplish those, I started realizing that you will succeed in where your focus is. So take this as an example. I wanted to have a lot more areas of my house decluttered. And although I got some big projects out of the way, you know, if you saw some of those videos, there's still so much to do. I feel like, and using this as an example, that I focus so much on cleaning that 80% of the projects that I want to get done, not only get done, but also maintain, kind of go in the back burner. And those are what my real goals are. But the distraction of my daily cleaning is using up that time. So one of my goals for 2023 is not going to be to let like everyday overwhelm get in the way of my true goals and what I want to accomplish. So in order to do that, I am getting some help. Now, that's not always easy for me because I am more like this independent, I can do it myself, I can go after it and get it type personality. But in order to really, really focus on what I really want out of the year, I'm going to need to delegate tasks and be able to keep my focus on what's really important. Jim Quick has said, the most important thing is to keep the most important thing the most important thing. And that's going to be my motto for 2023. I'm also excited because I'm putting together a free guide for all of you guys on accomplishing goals you set for yourself. I'm really excited about it. I'll give you more details on it in the new year. It's not a typical write down your goals guide. It is everything from setting the right types of goals for yourself, the right mindset to have when writing down your goals, how to overcome the obstacles that stop you from hitting those. I'm putting a lot of effort into it. And again, it's going to be free for you guys. I'm just really excited about it. So if you had to pick one word that's going to describe your year next year, what would it be? For me, I think that my word is going to be focus. I'm going to try and focus on what's important and eliminate distractions, including the distractions that you tell yourself in your head about why you can't accomplish something. Last year, my word was growth. I was hoping to have a substantial amount of growth. Instead, I grew a baby. No, I had growth as well, but this year is going to be focus. So if you already know your word, think about it. Tell me in the comments down below. Seeing it makes it more real. Writing it out makes it more real, more attainable. So let me know.
Another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for show. Every line designed to let me know. You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected.
So if you can't tell, I am upstairs in the girls' bedroom picking up. It's been, I don't know, a month, maybe over a month since I've kind of been up here and done like a bigger clean / organize. I don't know if I'm going to be super organizing today, but trying to put everything back in the right place that I want it to be in. We've had some friends over and I've kind of neglected this area because, out of sight, out of mind, until, you come up here and you're like, it needs to be picked up. Now, the girls do try and pick up, but after several weeks of accumulation, it just, doesn't, it's not all organized the way that I want it. So when their friends come over, what happens is that, although there's no toys on the floor, all the toys just end up in one bin. And I'm like, no, they don't go in that bin. They go in these boxes, and the blankets go here and the books go here, and they're just everywhere. And just let me do it type thing. So with kids' toys, I've gone from trying to be really, really organized to not being organized at all to being just finding a happy medium with organization, because I know, and you know too, it's going to get unorganized very quickly. I posted this meme on my Instagram recently, and it said something like, having toddlers is like trying to rake during a tornado. So there you go. But one of my goals also for next year is I do want to stay on top of things more and be more organized. I have organized a lot of spaces in my home for the first time over the last couple of years. And like I said, I spend so much time cleaning the same spot over and over again that I can't ever focus on maintaining organization, finding a good routine for that, keeping things organized. And even there are still spaces in my house I haven't organized, like my coat closet downstairs. I just can't get to it because there's so much little stuff that gets in the way. So again, with the delegation, I am going to start getting some delegation with the cleaning so that I can really focus on the projects I want to, which include organization. So it's always good to step back sometimes and think about what is really working and what is really not working, letting go of like any type of guilt or emotions that are stopping you from kind of doing what you feel like really needs to be done, and know that it'll work out for the best. So I don't know about anyone else, but January is always my saddest month. I feel like because, all of the holidays are over, all of the activities are over, and then it starts getting pretty cold here. So I'm in Texas. The December just varies depending on like the weather. Some days Christmas can be 80 degrees, and then some years it can be 80 degrees, and then some years it could be like 40s or so. I feel like this year is going to be a pretty warm year, so it isn't until kind of January, February-ish that we get colder days, and then springtime comes in March, which is good. I like it hot, but I kind of like it cold, sometimes, right? So January is always a little bit depressing because we like to be outside a lot, and it's hard to do that when it's really cold. But I don't know, I feel like there's not a lot going on in January as far as like activity wise and things to do. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. If you guys have any fun stuff you do in January or how you make January fun, let me know some ideas.
Spinning like a broken record. For a player, you don't know that many major chords. We hang out and then you get bored, and you leave me here like I'm your landlord. You come back and say I'm sorry, boo, and I know you never mean it, gets you in though. Did you call me 'cause you had to? 'Cause you know I'd throw your suitcase out the window. I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry, I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist, there's nothing like wine.
So for Sailor's birthday, which just happened in the end of October, she wanted a lot of different like hair clips and hair accessories. So, you know, as she desired, people got her all of that stuff. So there's just hair stuff all over the floors, all the little tiny clips. Oh my gosh, she got like these little butterfly clips. I swear they're worse than Legos. Like if you step on them, they are dangerous. So secretly I'm throwing them away as I step on them. But oh my goodness, the hair clips. But also, I kind of talked about this before. Whenever I'm not like watching the kids clean up, then everything that is on the floor goes into this one basket so that when you go upstairs, everything looks clean. But like I said, it's not organized. None of this stuff goes in that basket. So I'm going to go through and put everything back where it's supposed to go, or at least where I want it to go.
I'm not gonna play nice. I'll be the witch you tell your friends about. I'm the crazy ex-girl you pretend you don't know, 'cause you know I could ruin your life. Rumor has it you have someone new. She'll regret you like a bad tattoo, 'cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same. Go on and tell all your friends all about me. I don't give a nothing sticks to me, baby. Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give an F, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much. I'm not gonna play cool when you take me for a damn fool. I'm just so sick of it, can't believe that I've been with someone like
All right, guys, I hope you got a little bit of motivation, inspiration. I hope you thought about kind of the upcoming year and what you hope to accomplish in 2023. What's your one word for that year's going to be that you're going to focus on? If you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to join the community. It's going to be an awesome year in 2023. And I'd love to have you stick around. And not only that, I'd love for you to turn on your bell notification so you get notified and don't miss a video. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. And just like that, it's 2023. I know every single year we seem to question where the previous year went, but although it seems like it goes by in a flash of a second, I hope that you can take some time to reflect back on some of the things that worked for you and some of the things that didn't work. In today's video, while I am refreshing my home for the new year and cleaning up this messy house, I'll talk about a couple changes that I'm going to be making in 3 areas of my life. That will include my personal and health goals, my business goals. So yes, I'll be making some changes here on YouTube, and also my family and relationship goals. And while you are cleaning along with me, you can think about some different areas in your life that you can set some goals for this new year. So first and foremost is my health and personal goals. So because obviously I clean a lot, I have become more particular about the types of products that I'm using. And in 2023, it is no different. So I wanted to thank Grove Collaborative for making this goal a lot easier to obtain this year. Let's go ahead and get started.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky.
So we had a few people over the night before, so I have a few dishes that I need to pick up. I hope that everyone had a wonderful, fun, and safe New Year. My name is Michelle if this is your first time here, and I'm a mom of 3 kiddos 5 and under, including an almost 5-month-old. But behind the dirty dishes, the piles of laundry, and the mess, there is a person full of purpose and meaning. And the goal with my channel is for you to recognize that and to accomplish hard things. I come from a corporate background, not a homemaking background, so trust me, it is hard for me to share the imperfections, the flaws, and the real mess, but I do find purpose in it. So hit the like button if you're ready to accomplish something new this year, and hit that subscribe button if you're ready for a new type of cleaning and mindset motivation.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way.
I am going to be using the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap from Grove Collaborative. This one is in the lavender scent and it smells really nice. It's not too strong. Sometimes they can come off as really, really strong, but this one smells amazing. And I'm also using the Grove Co. Bubble Up Dish Soap Dispenser and the brush set. This is really unique and easy to use because all you do is just add a little bit of soap and water, and then you use the brush to pump up the base. So you like push it up and down, and then it gives you soap that you can use when scrubbing the dishes. So I thought that was really cool, something I have not seen before. But while I am finishing up the dishes, let's get back to talking about goals. I mentioned earlier before that I am focusing on 3 main areas of my life to set goals for, which include personal goals, which also kind of fall into the category of health, my business goals, what I'm going to do with my business, what I'm going to do here on YouTube, and then also my family goals, how I can improve the relationships with my kids, my husband, and in my family. I tend to break it out into these 3 categories so that I am not burnt out in just one thing. Some people kind of oppose breaking it out and just like write down your top 3 goals and how you're going to accomplish them. But I find that I like to section it out so that one thing doesn't get abandoned or turned into the back burner. Like, for example, if I'm only focusing on my business goals, I don't want my family to deteriorate and have issues in that area. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm setting goals in the most 3 important phases of my life. Now, in order to help y'all out with this as well, I put together a free goal getter guide, which you can just click on the link down below and, have a copy sent to you. And you can also map out your goals for the year. So this guide that I put together is uniquely important to me because one, I spent a lot of time on it, and secondly, it is not just a template to like write down your goals for the year, but it helps you plan out your goals, which goals are most important, how to categorize your goals, how to schedule them so that you can accomplish them, how to be more productive, and it also goes through how to overcome the obstacles that stop you from attaining your goals. So we may tend to set goals at the beginning of the year each year, but I try to think about what are the main things that stop us from wanting to pursue our goals and accomplish our goals. And those two things are the way that we think about it, so our mindset, and then the obstacles that get in the way, like lack of time, lack of productivity, too much going on, overwhelm, all of these things. So I put all of this together in one guide so that you can not only write down your goals, visualize, see them, plan them out, accomplish them, and then overcome the obstacles that cause you to be less productive and not goal focused. So really only about 3% of people actually write down their goals. So writing it down is visualizing it, seeing it, and then bringing it to life. So go ahead and download your guide and this way and start writing down your goals. I'm going to be going through all of my goals throughout this video while I'm cleaning with you guys. And we're going to start this year off with a bang. And yes, that is all queso in the crock pot that I'm cleaning up. I didn't want to put it down the drain because, like it's the same concept with grease. I didn't know if it would like clog the drains. So I am scooping it out and putting it into the trash can. I do know that they make those crock pot plastic things so that way you don't have to clean the crock pot. But I am a little bit weird about heating things up in plastic. I don't know. It's fine. I'll just do it this way and clean it out. So another one of my personal / health goals, along with using like Better For Me and my family cleaning products, is to kind of get my health back online and in track. So I am, like I said, almost 5 months postpartum, and I have goals to get back to my ideal weight. Now, I don't think anything is wrong with my body. I'm not saying that at all, but I do enjoy working out. And I've said this a long time ago. I think that at one time, I was even personal training certified. Like health and fitness are a big part of my life. I can't say that I always eat healthy, but I do, use working out as kind of a de-stress mechanism. Working out releases endorphins. It makes me feel so much better after I'm done. And working out, being physically active has also, I believe, gotten me out of depression several years ago, off medication, off anxiety and depression medication. So I don't say it because of like, I don't like the way I look or anything like that. I say it because it is a mental health game changer. So I definitely want to get back on track and incorporate more working out again, get more consistent with it. I haven't stopped, but I'm kind of like on and off. So especially through the holidays, I'm always that way. But this time I'm going to be, schedule time for my workouts, make time and make it happen. But real quick, we have some leftovers, so I am going to be using the Grove Co. reusable bag variety pack to store those in and then place those in the refrigerator. But as far as my working out and my postpartum journey, I have been posting updates on my Instagram, Michelle O'Malley 711. I have a tab for my postpartum. I am going to start going back and holding myself accountable, using that as my transformation, my inspiration to keep going. So as far as my two main personal goals, it is going to be 90% Better For Me products. I know last year I said I was more of like an 80-20. This year I'm going to go for 90-10. And then I'm also going to make sure that I am working out at least 3 times a week. I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm going to make sure that I stay on that schedule and nothing is going to get in my way of those days. So what I'm using here is the Grove Co. reusable hand soap, which is 100% natural fragrance, no harsh chemicals, and no plastic waste. and the glass soap dispenser. Oh, but my very last personal goal, which I do have you write down 3 in the Goal Getter Guide, is to declutter more of my home. Go through every single area again, make time for these big decluttering projects and actually accomplish them so that I can stay and organized and maintain the organization. And y'all know that I will be taking y'all along on that journey. So go ahead and use the guide and write down your top 3 personal goals for 2023. So I am using the Method Granite Cleaner to wipe down all of the granite countertops in the kitchen, along with the Grove Co. microfiber cleaning cloths. I have used this granite cleaner before and I ran out, and I have mentioned before that it was difficult for me to find certain products at certain stores. But Grove has also the Method Granite Polish, so I'm going to polish off the granite with this as well. So sometimes it's hard for me to find certain products at stores. I know that my Target has some, and I know that I have to go to like another grocery store, but I can't ever find everything all in one place. So I do think it's really cool that Grove will provide everything that I need all in one spot. Plus, with 3 kids, I have not mastered going to the store by myself with 3 kids. I will take one at a time. I can do that easily, but not 3. So typically I go with Rye, and I have to wear him though, on one of those like baby carriers. And even that is challenging because getting him out of the car seat, getting him in that, like tying it up yourself, and then walking around is fine. But like I was trying to grab a whole case of water with him, his 16 pounds on my chest. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty difficult. But needless to say, it takes a lot of time. But here I'm using the reusable glass spray bottle and the Grove Co. multi-purpose cleaning concentrate. I just fill the bottle up with water and then pour the concentrate in. I'm going to be using this on the kids' table. Now, the kids' table, I don't know, okay, parents, I thought we were all on the same team, right? So if we do like a gift exchange, why do you buy slime? And then when my kids open up the gift, I'm like, why did they get the gift with the slime? They love it. I know, but come on now. So anyway, I did tell them they could play with the slime on the table. I did not know that it was going to stain the table. Okay, I digress. I did get it off with some other products, but for right now, I'm just going to use a multi-purpose cleaner and just kind of clean the surface, the food on there, and everything like that.
Trying to get to you when you're on the low. Trying to get to you when it's on the line. Had enough. Trying to tell you that it's time to give it up. Trying to tell you that you're never gonna shine. It's enough.
So I am behind on laundry, and I'm going to be using the Grove Co. Power Clean Laundry Detergent Sheets to do my laundry. So I'm not going to lie, and you're probably going to laugh at me, but when I first got these, I thought they were dryer sheets. And then I started looking at the product because it said laundry detergent sheets, and no way. It is legit laundry detergent sheets so that you don't have to have the big plastic bottle. And I know I said that before, but I just didn't know that these existed, I guess you can say. So it is the coolest thing. If you watched a video of mine, it was a while ago, I would put my laundry detergent and, you know, that big plastic jug and put it on top of the washing machine, and my washing machine will shake really bad when it's on like the high cycle. So I can't put it on the high cycle, but my laundry detergent fell over and the detergent was splattered all over the floor. And you know that it's like really thick and gooky, so it was just a mess. So these are really cool and neat, and they work really good. So I was also kind of nervous that they wouldn't wash my clothes as well, but they wash them like completely fine. So I just thought that those were pretty cool.
Gonna rise like a champion when your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight. Gonna rise like a champion when you're looking for a place to heal it, searching for a rhyme and reason. Just stand up, stand up, stand up. We're all gonna take a beating.
So I didn't realize I just did that until looking back at the video, but so we have 5 people in the house and we just have a lot of laundry. So the way that I go about laundry is like, whose turn is it and whose pile is the most full. So I think there I was just trying to figure out whose pile I was going to do next. But so I have a lot of clothes. I know that my kids have a lot of clothes, and I get comments about it, and then sometimes I get kind of like question myself, like, am I doing the right thing? Is that normal? Do I, you know, whatever. And the thing is like, I just started thinking about it one day, like, why does it bother me that people say that? And I think the thing is that it's just me. I'm very weird about clothes. I don't like wearing the same pair of clothes. I change my clothes probably 3 times a day. No joke. I wake up, wear a pair of clothes. I change to work out. I don't wear my workout clothes when they're all nasty and sweaty. I take them off. I put on a different pair of clothes, and then I wear a different pair of clothes to bed. That's just how I am. If the clothes are on the floor, that means they're dirty. There's dog hair probably all over them. There's probably spit up all over me, and I change clothes a lot. So I'm like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't think I come on here and complain about doing laundry. I don't mind doing laundry. It's not my worst chore. Cleaning the bathrooms are my worst chore. But so I just had to think about it. Like, that's just how I am. I'm weird about my clothes, and I like clothes, and I have a lot of clothes, and I love them all. But I'm here in the bathroom. This is my least favorite chore, but I am using the Grove Co. tree-free toilet paper made with bamboo, and I'm also using the Method antibacterial toilet bowl cleaner, which I can never find this. So I am glad that I got this. It smells really nice too. I'm going to use these Method all-purpose cleaning wipes to clean around the toilet. But anyway, yeah, I think that even if I decluttered a lot of clothes, which I have done, and I still plan to do, I will just naturally have a lot of clothes because the way that I am, and because I like clothes. I think everybody has their thing, and for me, it's clothes and shoes. So next are business goals. what are some of the business goals that I want to accomplish. And if you don't have business goals, you can make these like hobby goals or things that you want to kind of better yourself in, some goals. Maybe you want to volunteer. So you can use this category for whatever you need it to be. So for me, there are monetary goals that I want to accomplish per month and by the end of the year. There are subscriber count that I want to accomplish by the end of the year. I mean, I'm really hoping for 100,000, but you know, with all the growth, you know, I couldn't be more happy with any accomplishment. Okay, here is that slime again. Come on, guys. Come on now. How did this even get in here? Okay, anyway. And there are goals that I want to change here on my YouTube channel. So this kind of goes along with some of my personal goals, like around the home. More of my personal goals are I want to cook. Like I don't cook. I want to cook. And when I started writing down some of the obstacles that are getting in the way of some of the things that I've always said that I'm trying to want to do, it's always that I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning 24/7, all the time, every day, all day. And I need to free up some of that time so that I can work on bigger projects. I want to do more DIY. I want to do more organizing. I want to go to my friends' homes and help them organize. Like there's so many things. So what I have decided with some of my business goals is that I'm going to get help with cleaning my house. I'm nervous in saying that because I feel like I'm a fraud, but I mean, I can clean my house all day, every day, and it still be dirty. So I'm still going to have cleaning videos, maybe not so much more deep clean videos, but I want to go more into accomplishing my decluttering goals and also my organizing goals, and also free up my time to help other people organize. So that is where I hope for some of my business goals to go for next year. And also I want to help you guys. I want to launch some awesome opportunities for you guys to different ways you can make money online. If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, all of these things that I have been wanting to help, but I had to free up more of my time, delegate in order to be able to do that. So those are some of my really personal goals. I'm surprised I shared a lot of that, but goals for 2023.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time.
And lastly, and probably the most important, is my family goals. So my family goals, the relationships with my kids, the relationship with my husband, everything I want to improve on. So just kind of a recap, some of my goals are I want to get my girls into gymnastics. I have had a lot of trouble finding time to do that. But I do want to get them involved in some extracurricular activities. Another thing is to be more strict about my phone time. So when I pick the girls up, they are at a preschool. I want to be more present with my family, meaning that I have no phone time. So I put the phone down at 5 o'clock when I get them, and I try really, really hard to not pick up my phone again for at least 2 to 3 hours. That way I am fully committed to them. And spending that quality time with them and not getting distracted on my phone. I also set time limits on my phone for social media apps. That way I'm not consumed into social media, which can be productive if you make it, but it also can be very unproductive. And then our travel time, scheduling vacation times, because, you know, Chris works kind of from home. He's in and out. I work from home. The girls are at school all day, so home can sometimes feel like a work zone as well. So that's why I try and make like strict time limits where I am shut off from work, social media, phones, distractions. But I like to pick up and move to another location, like going on vacations. We do a lot of local short weekend trips that are not super expensive but doable. So that way that we can unplug and just spend time with our family out of the house, because sometimes when we're in the house, we're obligated to work because that's also our workplace. So definitely scheduling vacations ahead of time. This way we also have fun stuff to look forward to. I also have a few parenting books in my Audible account. That way I can constantly learn and grow and figure out how to be a better parent. So if you're with me on this, write down your top 3 family goals for 2023. And lastly, to sum it up, I want you to pick one word that is going to be your main focus for 2023 that is going to help you accomplish these goals. I said this in my last video and I got lots of responses about what your one word is. My one word is focus. I need to stay focused on each and every task. Try not to get so distracted through things. Try not to do it all. I need to pick one thing, stay laser focused there before I move on to the next thing. So focus is going to be my word for 2023. My word last year was growth. What is your one word? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. If you've already shared it, share it again. If you haven't shared it, then share it now.
There's another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth.
But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got lots of cleaning motivation and so much more. I hope you're going to be setting awesome, realistic, and attainable goals for 2023. If you're not subscribed already, then be sure to subscribe for an awesome year. And I will see all of you in my next video.
Every line designed to let me.
So this is the product of living through a renovation, being so sick for the last week, pretty much living and working upstairs all day, and our home being filthy and full of dust. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that we are currently renovating our primary bathroom. I just did not expect the amount of dust and dirt to be not only in our bedroom and our bathroom, but in our entire house. I'll tell you guys all about it, but I am going to get as much done as I can in today's video. Oh, it's not going to be perfect because they are still renovating, but I cannot live in all of this dust and mess anymore. So if you are struggling to get anything done today, today is your day because I'm sure it is not as bad as my house. So I will be cleaning the whole house today, the bedroom, the living room, the dining room, the bathroom, and the upstairs. But I'm going to get started here in our master bedroom, and you guys, look at the amount of dust. I have cleaned this up. I feel like every single day it just becomes more and more and more. When they did do the original demo, they had the door shut to the bathroom and everything was covered. It was covered for 2 days, but as we are still living in the house, we had to start uncovering some stuff so that I could reach, get in our dressers, get in our, start using our bedroom again. And although they are still working, they're done with demo. It's just, the dust is just non-stoppable. It's everywhere. My original plan was to wait until everything was done and then come in here and do a mass deep clean. I just didn't expect it to be this much, and I just can't live in this much dust anymore. So I'm just going to be having to do this every single day, or at least every other day, or when I see it gets really bad, until they're done. I am filming the whole bathroom remodel. I am really excited about it. Obviously, I feel like with every project you take on, like bigger project, there's always hiccups and there's always things that just don't go as planned. And we're at that point right now. But I do know that it's taking a little longer than we originally anticipated. But I know that when it's done, it's going to look amazing. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 3, 2 girls and a little boy, a 5-month-old. And we started off 2023 with a bang. Big projects coming right off the bat. I work from home, but here on YouTube, I do lots of cleaning, organizing, and decorating, seasonal decorating, and home projects. Now, I don't love cleaning. I typically do need the motivation to get up and go, but I do love decorating and I love trying new things, creating new spaces, doing projects, just being able to be open and creative. I also think cleaning is important, but I don't think cleaning should ever consume your life. I feel like we are all in this together and using YouTube as an outlet to just connect. I always want you to feel inspired and good about yourself every time you watch one of my videos. So I would love it if you subscribed and joined this awesome community.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too. I don't wanna be your therapy no more, no more. You don't wanna hear this, but it's you, it's not me. Ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh, I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me stay, do stay. I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way.
So I have most of the bedroom dust kind of cleaned up, and I'm going to move on to the kitchen and living room before I go back in there and vacuum. We have the paper on the floor to make sure that we protect the floors as they are in and out all day, cutting the tile or cutting the marble and putting it up in the bathroom. So there were a few projects that I wanted to get done this year, and I feel like I've been talking about the bathroom / closet for a long time. If you don't remember last year, I had tried to order the closet system from IKEA. I had designed everything, and then when I went to order it, like half of everything was out of stock with no idea on when it would be in stock. So I'm like, well, I can't just order like parts of the closet and not the whole thing, not knowing when it's going to come in. I went over to IKEA, talked to them. They're like, well, we suggest you just ordering it in segments, and then when you see other stuff come in stock, then like go in and buy that and complete your order. So I don't know, I didn't want piles of, this huge closet just sitting in my garage waiting for the rest of the pieces to come in. So anyway, I put that whole project on hold, and along with that, the bathroom and everything. So we had a contact, and I kept telling Chris to call him so that he can come give us an estimate. And finally, he had called him, and he's like, oh, I can come over today. And then he ended up coming over and was like, oh, I can start on Tuesday. And this was like over the weekend. And we were like, okay. So we, got started right away before we had like truly picked out everything. So like that weekend, we went and were picking out all of the design and everything, buying samples, bringing them in, taking them back, trying not to make it clash with the granite countertops and so forth. So anyway, the reason why I mentioned the closet is because the bathroom leads into the closet, and we were going to match the floor. So whatever we picked out for the floor, we were going to match it in the closet. So we initially had planned to like do this whole project together, and then last minute we decided we need to wait on the closet, and then the closet will be a whole separate project, maybe later, closer to the end of this year. So projects for this year we have are obviously this primary bathroom we hope to get done, And then our guest bathroom is going to be another project, probably our next project. I don't know exactly when. It depends how this one goes. And then maybe our kitchen and fireplace, like ripping the backsplash off. We're going to keep the countertops of everything and the granite and everything. It would more so be like the backsplash. Our fireplace, I keep going back and forth on if I want to do something against that big long wall. I mean, you guys let me know if I should do like tile it up, stone it up, leave it how it is. I don't know. Since we're not moving for a little while, I want to change up this house a bit because this is the longest house that I have ever lived in my entire life, and that is 8 years. So obviously lots of projects for this year I'm really excited about. I know that is stressful while you're going through it, but then you look back and you're like, oh, I'm so glad we did it.
Kiss still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered.
Now, cleaning up my stove, I am going to use the pink stuff to get everything cleaned up. If you've seen the last of my couple videos, you'll know that the pink stuff saved the day when we had slime spilt and stained all over my table, all over my console table, all over the wall. And just yesterday, Chris was sitting in the couch that's in our garage and got up and was like, what is all of this all over my shirt and my pants? And I'm like, it's slime. Where is this slime coming from? It's like, I don't know. It just appears. And I thought we were done with this. I thought we got rid of it all. I have no idea where this slime is coming from. But the pink stuff was suggested by you guys to get the stains out, and it worked magically. So how are you guys doing so far with all of your goals? I know that I created a free guide, the Goal Getter Guide, so that you guys can map out your goals, take action on them, and actually achieve them. So the reason I bring this up is because at the very end of my guide, it says to celebrate your wins. Regardless of how big or small they are, you have to celebrate your wins. And this came to my attention because I was watching a clip from Tony Robbins, and he was asking, how many of you guys do this? When something really good happens, you kind of downplay it because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings. So you make it not as big of a deal, or you don't celebrate it as much because you're scared that it will upset someone else who also didn't achieve that. He says that what this does is it just teaches your brain that it's not good to feel this happy all the time, and therefore you shouldn't. Now, most people don't need a reason to feel bad or to feel crappy all the time. So what happens is you wait until you reach this unbelievable level to celebrate your win, but you're not even happy about it. You've lowered your energy so much that you can't even find the joy in it. So what he says to do is, instead of waiting until you've hit that goal, that milestone, that unbelievable achievement, is you need to start celebrating now. Chances are you can find something in your life right now to feel grateful for. And when you start creating that energy and celebrating yourself and celebrating your small wins, then you are going to be more likely to achieve the goal. And not only that, you're going to feel happy and joy when you do. So whatever small accomplishment that you accomplished today, you need to celebrate that. You need to celebrate your small wins. You need to create that energy and you need to thrive off of it. Don't focus on the crap feelings that you feel. Focus on the energy that you create when you've accomplished even something so small. Now, I challenge you today, if you accomplish something that leads you towards your goal, I want you to stop and celebrate yourself. Find that joyous energy. It's okay to feel happy. And continue to do this at every milestone until you reach your goal.
There's another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do.
So here you can definitely see that there's dust everywhere, and y'all, that is just from that one day. I've been vacuuming every single day that they, whenever they leave every day, I've been vacuuming. So it's just pouring out from the master bathroom just throughout the house. But I will continue to vacuum every day until they're done. Hopefully they'll be done, it won't be too much longer, just a couple more days. And that's being optimistic.
Gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I.
Say that you are.
So am I.
Say that you love me.
So am I.
Say that you are.
So am I.
Say that you love me.
When we are together, you're afraid to hold my hand, trying to understand. What if this doesn't go as planned? So you don't know what it means to be loyal and kind. I know that you're not blind.
So as I'm vacuuming up in this little corner, I hit that vase and broke it, but that's okay because it has been broken like this for a while and we have glued the pieces back together. Both of them are broken. So on either side of this media table console, I have the two tall vases. They're both broken, but they're just turned around to where you can't see it. Even though I would rather them not be broken, I feel like it's not that big of a deal right now because I ordered a new media console table, or what is that called? Like a media center set, whatever, to go underneath the TV. And it's long enough to where I can't have two things on either side of it. So it's just going to be, I'm going to get rid of those two vases and then just have that long console table, which is back ordered until March. So we probably won't see it here until springtime. So this is the bathroom that we've kind of been living out of, this one as well as the upstairs bathroom. So it's not that big of a deal that we don't have a bathroom. It's more of a big deal that it's the dust. That's more so what is killing me than like not having our bathroom. But since this one is now our temporary main bathroom, I'm going to go ahead and clean up in here as well. So this is the bathroom that I was talking about, is potentially going to be our next project. We're just going to see how this one pans out first. And then I'm thinking about doing something fun in this bathroom. So in our master bathroom, primary bathroom, we're doing, the grays and the whites. I feel like it's classic, and I don't know if it's out trending, but whatever I picked out, I feel like is really pretty and what our style is. And I feel like it's going to be really pretty. And in this bathroom, I'm thinking about doing like green tiles or something a little more funky. This is not our forever home, so I do go back and forth whether or not to do like a cool style or to do like a safer style where it will sell better whenever that time comes. Not soon, maybe like in the next 5 years or so. So I don't know. You guys let me know, what should I do in this bathroom? I think we're going to rip out the tub and tile, but let me know if I should do something funky and fun or keep it like the grays and the whites.
Dry your eyes, I'm not even worried, but I can't hear the silence you describe. Don't be ashamed, we can't always leave this place and go where no one knows our names. Pack your bags, we never needed their permission to believe in ourselves. So come with me, we could spend the weekend doing everything they said we'd never do. In their universe, we're just causing trouble, but nothing can hurt us in our bubble. For better or worse, in an uphill struggle, no regrets and windows down. Dry your eyes, forget about the others, let's escape the silence together. Just say the word. I don't know when we'll get there, but we're still young. In their universe.
Next, I'm going to tackle all of the toys that are on the stairs, the girls' bedroom, and the upstairs playroom, which is where I've been kind of staying and working these last few days. I just picked up the dining room. I have some like bar stools to get rid of. I still haven't extended the table or anything. These chairs are going to be gone. I've started decluttering out the girls' bedroom. They're all of their clothes as well as Rye's clothes, kind of getting out all of his clothes that are too small and donating them. So I was trying to like live up here, work up here, get all this stuff cleaned. I'm also in the process of doing like clothes decluttering. So I have a couple projects going on at the moment. But once I get my closet re-decluttered again, I still need to go through all of those clothes, and it's just easier when I can get easily to my closet and work in there without having the bathroom torn apart. Then I can get that video out, and it will be like everyone in the whole house's clothes decluttered and organized. I'm really proud of going through it all myself and getting it organized and getting rid of so much clothes. Not only my clothes, the girls' clothes, the baby clothes. I'm really proud of myself. I'm getting there, step by step, trying to get rid of stuff. I need to get rid of a lot more stuff. But although it's not perfect, I'm really proud of how much I've been able to accomplish so far.
Another season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I couldn't face what I couldn't find. Just need to know I need peace of mind. Where are you now? Even though I won't believe it, the truth is a lie, we are healing. Even though words are deceiving, you move on. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream.
So I had a question on my Instagram the other day, and they kind of asked or they said that they had been watching a video, and in one of the videos I had been talking how I had some depression growing up and how I managed to like get off of it and stay out of depression basically. So I think there's different reasons why people fall into depression. There could be specific events that lead to it. There could be reasons that you just don't even know why you're depressed and you're just feeling down and like really unmotivated. There's lots of different things. Now, for me, it was more so through my childhood. I said that I was on antidepressants for 10 years, all throughout my childhood. And then when I became like an older teenager, maybe in my 20s or right before my 20s, I decided that I no longer wanted medication. There was never a specific event that led to it. It was just kind of just something that I had. I don't even know I knew what my feelings were at the time. But some of the things that, and you know, always talk to a doctor with what you're feeling. If you're feeling certain ways, there's no harm in getting help, especially when you feel like talking to someone can be helpful. But for me, I will just say, like, when you're in it, it's very difficult to see a way out of it. But you have to be the one to make the change, like an intervention and all that stuff. Like, you have to be the one strong enough to say, there is so much life to live and I don't want to waste another day feeling this way. So whether you get help or you start working on yourself or a combination of both is what I recommend. So for me, years and years and years of like self-doubt, negative self-talk, all of these things make you believe that you're not good enough because you're telling yourself that. So what I had to start doing was finding ways to get out of that negative self-talk. Hence why I'm like addicted to self-help, addicted to motivation, addicted to these inspiring people, why I spend all my time listening to it and then constantly every day telling myself something good. Like, doing gratitude is very important. It sounds kind of, whatever at first, but when you can really find something to be grateful for, then you stop relying on that feeling of crap that you feel like all the time. So that's one thing. Like, your mindset is going to be a big indicator. Now, your physical health and your physical well-being, they all connect to each other. So Tony Robbins had once said, like, if you're feeling super sluggish, one of the first things that you can do to create positive energy is to stand up and move your body. Like, not necessarily work out, but literally, like, if you're sitting in a meeting or like you're just sitting around and you're just feeling like blah, if you just like sat up and like stretched and swung your arms around, you'll realize that you will have a lot more energy than you did earlier. And then you can go on to the next thing. So then the next thing for me working out, creating that positive energy, releasing those endorphins to help supplement, antidepressant medication. So, and this is all me talking for myself, not for what you should do. Again, always talk to your doctor about that. But like these little things, these little habits every single day to gradually improve yourself, you can get out of it and never have to look back. I promise you. But you have to work on yourself and you have to want it. So having something to work towards, constantly growing as a person is just going to be so life-changing and impacting that you won't even realize it. Cleaning my home through this platform is a way to connect from me to you and you to me as well, but it is not consuming my life, and it never will consume or define me as a person. And I hope that you don't ever feel like your definition of a good mom or your definition of a good human being is tied to how clean your house is. Like, I understand that it has to get done, right? But it should never be linked to how good of a mom you are or a person you are. Okay, I've said a lot and I got a little deep there. So I'm going to finish cleaning up the playroom before I finish vacuuming it. And then I will be done for today and I will go and celebrate this accomplishment.
Yeah, he sets my body in motion. He knows how to turn things up. And he knows what gets me going. Yeah, like a little text saying, hey, what's up? They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time?
So just to prepare you, in the month of February, I will be having lots of decluttering of clothes, which I mentioned earlier, but I'm also going to be focusing a lot in the kitchen, getting the kitchen reorganized, cleansed out, and also going to start trying to declutter in there. If we end up finishing the bathroom, I'll have that video out as well. But for the most part, I think my main focus is going to be the kitchen, unless something comes up or something I've ordered doesn't come in time.
They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you really did enjoy today's video, and I hope that you're subscribed if you are not already. So I'll see you guys next week.
No drama, yeah, yeah.
Hey Alexa, did the groundhog see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow. This predicts 6 more weeks of winter.
It might technically be winter for a few more weeks, but today is such a beautiful day for some outdoor spring cleaning. We're going to do some power washing outside here, also mulching the flower bed a little bit, and I'll be refilling the bird feeder before I move inside and doing some deep cleaning in the living room area as well as our bedroom. It's incredible how a little bit of sun and vitamin D can just change your day around. Let's get started working in my own garden. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle and I'm a mom of 3. And recently, my oldest, Sailor, who is 5, created a bird feeder at her school, and it was made out of paper, but she was so excited about it. When it rained one day, that bird feeder broke, so Chris, my husband, went and bought a more sturdy bird feeder, and we've been using it ever since. I told Chris that we will get so many birds here that I feel like that lady off of Home Alone, where she has like all of these birds flying around her, and some days we'll look out the window and there will just be hundreds of birds kind of up here, but also I think what happens is they drop the feeder on the ground and they will just be everywhere. We put up a hummingbird feeder as well, and although they poop everywhere, it's actually really cool to see them use it. But anyway, we're going to get the outside cleaned up just a bit. Like I said, the sun is shining. It felt so good out here today. We had built this sandbox for the girls a while ago, and I try to kind of put things together, but we also had some extra mulch, so we're going to mulch up the flower beds a little bit. Now, we did run out of mulch in this video, but Chris went and got some mulch, and he ended up finishing it later on another day. We're not going to plant any additional flowers or anything, but we do have some plans for the springtime. I think that we want to build like a cactus garden, and then I've asked him if I could build a vegetable garden, like a real vegetable garden. Last summer, we had thrown out some compost, and then we grew some cucumbers and we grew some cherry tomatoes, which were by accident. But what happens is that they'll overtake an entire corner. But I want to build them in their own little box and have, some vegetables to grow. Do any of you guys have your own vegetable garden or grow vegetables in your backyard? Then leave me a comment and let me know what you like growing the best or what's the easiest to grow. Leave me a comment down below. I'm kicking off some spring cleaning as well inside, even though I feel like I'm always spring cleaning because our house is always a mess. I'll be doing that later in this video. As I'm in denial that it's still winter and I know that a cold front's going to come through in the next couple of days, again, I'm just going to enjoy the outside as much as possible.
Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love.
So if you've been following for a little while, we have our bathroom renovation going on. I know, I feel like it's been forever, but we had all of the tile and everything cut outside. So whenever the guys and contractors were leveling out the bathroom floor, this is concrete, and concrete spilled in several areas on our rug, on the ladder, and basically the mess that was made outside from the contractors, we are going to finally clean it all up. Now, we had marble installed in our shower, so they had to use a wet saw, meaning they had to use it outside. There was just no space inside to do that. Plus, I wouldn't want them to do it inside the bathroom. So that's why everything was done outside. And in fact, the back patio is a lot cleaner than it was before. But we're going to first use a power washer to clean off this rug. Now, this is a ruggable rug, so I potentially could put this in the washing machine, but like I said, there's like concrete all over it. We've kind of been scraping it off, and we had one of our smaller power washers, so we're just going to go ahead and power wash it first. I will have a part 2 to this video because I don't finish everything outside, and I also certainly don't finish everything inside. So once we power wash the rug and also the toilet that's back here, and the toilet is back here because, like I said, we were redoing our bathroom and they had to take it out to install all the tile. So once we get all of this stuff power washed, then in next week's video, we'll finish out the rest of the patio.
Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Yeah. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. now, baby. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. I feel crazy. A little crazy for you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Little crazy for you now. Oh, yeah, crazy for you.
Outdoor cleaning in nice weather is my favorite kind of cleaning. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know where you're from and if it is cold or if it is warming up. I'll go ahead and give you a quick update of our bathroom remodel since you are like pretty much staring at a toilet. But we had a contractor come out the beginning of January and he did the demolition in 2 days and the whole bathroom was like torn apart. And after that, it went so slow. Like it took like almost 3.5 weeks for them to finish laying all the tile, but it is a very, I would say, tedious process, especially the design that we picked out. But after that, there were still things that needed fixing, like we needed a plumber to come out and plumb stuff. They had ripped up the sheetrock on the ceiling, so like our ceiling is exposed, so we need a sheetrocker to come out and fix all that. Then we have all of the gold hardware, and it's been difficult finding matching golds that would go with the bathroom. So let's say, for example, one brand makes the bath hardware, but that doesn't match the light fixture hardware, and that brand doesn't make light fixtures. So like we've ordered stuff, it's come in, and we've returned stuff. So just like piecing the whole project together has been a more tedious process than I first anticipated. But overall, so far it looks phenomenal, and I can't wait to share that with you guys whenever we do get it completed, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. But the toilet was really dirty and we needed a few pieces from Home Depot to put it back together and plumbed into our bathroom, and Chris actually did that the next day. So unfortunately, the power washer ran out of gas right there. So I'm going to go ahead and move inside. But anyway, this is what the rug looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So again, I will finish the outdoor section in part 2 of my spring cleaning. But today I'm going to focus on the most important part, which is the inside living and kitchen area.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the
This little area here is for my toy-ish rotation, and I say ish because I don't rotate these toys very often, but I have toys here so that we wouldn't have to, like, the girls wouldn't have to go up and down the stairs all the time, and it was easy just to like grab something if they needed it. But now they're getting a lot older, but I do have them in these bins or containers that blend in well with this media set so that you can't really tell that there's toys in here. So a good way to hide them. But mainly here I had like books and puzzles and then baby dolls. And as Rye's getting older, so Rye is my 6-month-old and he's just growing up so fast. He is so good. He's like such a good, sweet baby. except for the fact that he is still not sleeping through the night 100%. And I have pulled out my sleep program from the archives that I bought and used, a very strict schedule with both girls, and it worked like magic. But for some reason, he is still having trouble even on that schedule. So anyway, I have all of these walkers and toys and stuff in the living room, and it just brings back so many memories from when I had all of this stuff with the girls. And I just remember like being really irritated because life before kids is very different from life after kids. Like, you say a lot of things that you would never do, and then you just give up. Or let's just say that was my case. You just give up and you're like, as long as my kids are surviving and thriving, then, you know, anything goes. That's just where I'm at right now. And I just remember thinking, I want all these toys out of the living room. I hate having toys in my living room. It makes it look like so not pretty, especially if people come over. And now I'm like, oh, I remember when all these toys were in here with the girls, and I know that it's not going to last long at all because, like, within a blink of an eye, he's going to be walking and he's not going to need to sit in those toys. But we're back at that stage. So yes, I'm going to have all types of baby walking, sitting toys down here for a while. And this time I feel like I'm 100% okay with that.
Crowd, everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night.
I was listening to this podcast from Rachel Hollis, and I've been on a Rachel Hollis podcast kick for a couple weeks now. And I'll go back and forth between switching from audiobooks and podcasts, and then sometimes I just need nothing and I would just listen to music. So it just kind of depends. I'll pick through some topics that I feel interested in and that resonate with me, not resignate. I got so much pushback for that. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, this is a really cool thing I got from Grove Co. And then I just put them on top of fruits and vegetables, or right here I put it on my avocado, so you don't have to put like the plastic part on there. But anyway, the topic was around comparison. I don't remember the exact title of it, but I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. It was about comparison, and then she said she interviewed, and I could be saying this wrong, so don't like take me like word for word on this, is that she either interviewed Tony Robbins or got the idea from Tony Robbins, something like that. You can always get her exact wording. Again, I don't want to say it incorrectly from her podcast, but it was about comparison and kind of, instead of focusing on the other person, how to bring it back to yourself. And in this, I want to use, let's say, motherhood as an example, because we all know motherhood is freaking hard. Like, it's hard. We watch these videos and compare how much the other person got done or how much the other person didn't get done. And it's just difficult. It's sad that there's so many women that judge other women. It's really sad. But what is also good is that so many women help and uplift other women, because we're all in this together, and it's just hard. A lot of times comparison causes jealousy, and that is because we think that if the other mom has all of her stuff together and all of her bins labeled and all of her lunches made in a bento box, then that makes us a bad mom. And in reality, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make you a bad mom if you aren't doing the exact same thing that other person is doing. Or if you see someone else succeeding and you're not, that doesn't mean that they took all of the success away and now there's none left in the world. That's a scarcity mindset. That doesn't mean anything. That just means that there's opportunity for you to improve. So we have to fall out of jealousy and sometimes come into terms with, just because someone has something or just because someone is doing something doesn't mean that we can't either. And I have to tell myself this a lot. So anyway, when she kind of comes back and says to ask yourself 3 questions when you feel like you're falling into this trap. The first one is, what are you focusing on? So for me right now, my home is a mess. It's a disaster. I need to clean it. It's a mess. It makes me feel disgusting. It makes me feel like I'm a bad mom. Like I don't have the best routine out there. I can't even post a routine video because my routine is so chaotic. No one's going to watch me. These are things I'm focusing on. So the next question is, what do you decide that means? Do you decide that it means that I'm a bad mom now because my house is a disaster? Or I can decide that it means, yeah, my house is messy, but it looks like my kids had a lot of fun today. There's toys on the floor because they have a great imagination. They were playing, house earlier, and they just had an absolute blast. So my home looks like it's a well lived in home. So yes, there's mess on the floor. That doesn't make me a disgusting mom. That makes me a more present mom because I'm instead enjoying the time that I have with them instead of focusing on how bad of a mom I am because I didn't clean it the second that the mess was made. Now, I feel so much better looking at it that way, and I don't care what the other moms are doing. I don't care what the internet is doing. I don't care what my friends are doing. That's the way I choose to look at it. So what are you focusing on, and what did you decide that it means? And question number 3, the last one, is what are you going to do about it? Well, now I'm just going to jam out to some music and get some stuff picked up. My kids have an opportunity to learn and grow from it because they're upstairs helping. But for the most part, if it is something that I don't want to do, then I pair that task with something more enjoyable. That's why people clean and listen to music, or work out and listen to music. Or for me, I'll clean and listen to a podcast because it takes away part of that misery. Or it's not miserable, but it's not something I want to spend my free time doing. So it shifted my mindset from me thinking that I can't keep up with the other moms, I feel like a horrible mom because I can't keep my house clean, to feeling like I had such a productive day. My kids had a lot of fun, and we also got a lot accomplished. So you can keep that tip in your pocket for when you need it next. But I'm going to move on to our bedroom and get this area cleaned up.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head from all those pretty words you said. It's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah.
All right, so speaking of music and pairing a not so fun task with something that you do enjoy, I've been meaning to ask this question forever. What kind of music do you listen to when you clean? So here on YouTube, I'll get comments about the music, and it's we have to use royalty-free music. We'll get copyright violations. They'll shut our channel down if we have enough copyright violations. So we can't just play whatever we feel like it. So if you hear a lot of people using the same music, it's because we all have to get our music from probably similar places. And the music is, the vibe that I go for is like upbeat. So when I think of cleaning, because I just have a lot to clean and there's a lot of chaos and I feel like I need to get pumped up to do it. So I haven't done a relaxing one because I feel like there's nothing relaxing about my cleaning. It's just mess, a hot mess all the time. So maybe one day I'll get to the point where it can be relaxing. But for me, I'm like, go. Let's hurry up. Let's get this done. Let's get going. So with mine, I feel like I need to get pumped up. So therefore I play more pop music or more upbeat music. Now my music preference of choice is country music. So today I found some country type music. I've never really played a lot of it on my channel before, but I felt like it was still kind of upbeat and whatever. So obviously, so I've said this before, I live in Texas, and I actually grew up by not liking country music, but now my go-to is country music. We like Texas country music, so it's not super mainstream country. And some Texas country artists will kind of pop up on mainstream country, and yeah, it's fun. Obviously, I like pop music for working out. I used to love rap, but I don't listen to rap so much anymore. But overall, I mean, a little bit of rock music. Like overall, I kind of like all music, but I will play mostly country, and then working out, I don't mind some like, pop hip hop. But if you were cleaning your house, what genre of music would you play? And here is postpartum hair loss at its finest. So I was in the other room or something, and I hadn't seen Savannah in a while, and I was like, it's been really quiet. And usually she's my middle child, so she is attached to my hip, and I'm like, she's usually not far from me for this long. So I go in and I'm like, Savannah, what are you doing? She is in my makeup, and she has lipstick smeared everywhere, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? So it's all over that mirror. It was all over my big mirror, and it's all over the little chair on my makeup stand. So I really, really trusted in my Folex spray, and I am sad to say that this spray really did me wrong. It did not get out this lipstick stain, and I'm like spraying it, and I'm like, this works wonders on certain things, and some things it doesn't work at all. So on my Instagram, I posted how many times I've spilt stuff all over my rug. So on my main rug in my living room, I spilt coffee all over it. That stain is still there. I don't know what to do. It's probably dried, done, gone. Like, it's probably ruined. And then on the kitchen runner rug, one day I spilt, and I don't even know, this little holder has all this stuff in it. That's like caps of makeup. How in the world did that get in there? I don't know, but it's all dusty, and it's been a while since I've taken that off and cleaned it. But it's supposed to like hook onto your makeup stand, and then you can put your hair dryer and stuff in there, and it'll hold it in there. So one thing I wish that I had was something in the bathroom to do my makeup on, but I don't. So I had to make this table, and this table's too small. I need something bigger. Also, and I lost what I was saying, but also this air purifier was there because I had it in the girls' room, but I put it down here because the bathroom's right there. And when they were renovating the bathroom, it was just the smells of all the chemicals and all the things that they have put in there and the dust. We just had that air purifier running so that it would help clean out the air. Oh, but the stains on our rug, the first thing I think I spilt was tomato sauce. So we were cooking something, and I don't know what happened. It was like tomato sauce all over that rug. And luckily, the little green machine did get that out. I was pretty worried about that because the little green machine did not get out my coffee stain, but it got out all of the tomato sauce in our runner rug in the kitchen. And then like 2 days later, I started feeding Rye food. So he just started taking the smushed food or whatever, and solids, yeah. And it was sweet potatoes. So I guess they say you're supposed to start them on the orange ones first. So I was opening up a whole thing of sweet potatoes, and I dropped the whole thing everywhere. It smattered all over the rug, all over the counters, all over the, cabinets, not the counters, the cabinets. And I had difficulty getting that one out, and I'm Fulexing it, and it's kind of gone, but if you look close, you can still see it. So I feel like my Fulex spray has been failing me. And so a lot of people do the natural, what is the most popular one? The baking soda, the Dawn soap, and is it peroxide or vinegar? I don't know. You guys probably know. But I saw a video on that one time it was like getting pee stains out of a mattress. And I have small kids, okay? So accidents happen. So I used it and it worked wonders. And they were like, put extra baking soda on there. And I'm just like dousing it. And I'm like, wow, it got all the stain out. Well, when it dried, the whole mattress was hard. Like it was almost like the stain came out, but it didn't make the mattress soft anymore. It was like hard spots. So I don't know. I was like it did its job, but I would have rather it not, be soft. And then I was like, as I was doing that, I'm like, this works wonders. Let me try it on my pillow. Let me try it on this. Let me try it on that. And then I went to, I don't know if you remember my old bar stools. They were cloth. I did it on that because there was some food stains, and it completely ruined them. It completely ruined them. There are water stains all over it. But I'm sure some of the pros on here have all the right formulas, and I'm over here just like, yep, looks good. Let's go for it. But you live and you learn.
How to carry on.
But thank you guys so much for watching today. Please subscribe if you're not already, and part 2's video will be out next week.